Can you describe what boring is? I mean,
A boring is when they take a boring machine out there. It could be on a back of a truck. It could be a tractor. It could be an ATV, and it's a kind of like it's a drill pipe. They call it drill stem, and they're drilling down into the ground and they're pulling up samples. So it's a hollow pipe, and they drill down or push it down, then they pull it up in 1 foot to 2 foot intervals, and then they're taking that soil out of the ground and they're taking that back and testing it. They're going to tell you what type of clay it is, if it has a swell, what it does when it dries out, what's the potential swell that it could be, because soil clay may already be like in the winter, it may already be have enough moisture content in it that it's reached its potential vertical movement. But when it dries back out in the summer, it goes back down. So they're going to bake it in an oven, a 500-degree oven. Some of them do that, some of them don't.
That's
and
cool.
get it dry. And then they're going to see how much water that soil is going to take to calculate that PVR.
How deep do they generally go?
They typically go to 25 feet. I mean, when they hit rock, you're done. But I've seen them 25 to 30 feet. 25 is usually pretty typical,
Wow,
And then within that geotech, report, it'll give you the recommendations. And then if you go back and look at the boring logs, it tells you by depth from 0 down to when they terminated the boring, what type of soil's in there. Sandy clay, fat clay, lean clay, and it gives you the PI numbers. And PI means plastic index. That's the particle size of the clay. So a higher particle size means it has a higher potential, has a higher retention of water, which means it's going to swell.